Okay, so welcome to Modern Manners. This is Skyboy. Now I'm going to teach you how to create a web page or website. To do this, you need to learn. You need to know three languages: that hypertext markup language (HTML), cascading style sheets (CSS), and JavaScript. You may have heard Java. That's if you're into programming. I'm sure you've heard Java somewhere. But just to clarify it, Java is different from JavaScript. It's completely different from JavaScript. Okay, so I'm going to start with HTML. First thing you need to know is you don't really need any special application to create an HTML document or to create a web page. All you need is your notepad. That's if you're using Windows, you can use your notepad to create your documents. You can also download Notepad++ and use it. Notepad++ is actually better than Notepad because of its functionalities. But I'm going to use Notepad because I don't really feel like downloading Notepad++, and I know most of you won't. So first thing you need to know in HTML website development is everything that's the HTML, that's the functions of each of them, the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML is used to define the layout of the documents. CSS is used to design the document, that's the color, background, and stuff. And JavaScript is used to program the document. So, example, click on this button to do this. Okay, so in first thing, HTML. Every HTML document contains these things called tags. There are two type of tags. That's this single tags and double tags. So this how it is. The single tag works like an example of the single tag is the BR space and this. That is used to jump to a next line. That's a line if you aren't using the paragraph tag. And an example of the double tags is this. These are the paragraph tags. So there are these keywords that are used to define tags. Over here you can see break. So always remember this. In single tags you have the keyword first, a space, and the forward slash. But in double tags there are four lesser than or greater sign, so one per, two pairs, then this is the second pair. And the keyword used for paragraphing is the P. Okay, yeah, I think that's all. And there's this special tag that's at the beginning of every HTML document, that is exclamation mark and doc type space HTML. So this tag is always at the beginning of every HTML document, and it kind of tells the browser that this document is an HTML document. It should read it as an HTML document. Okay, so apart from that, the rest of the things go inside this HTML tag. HTML. Okay, in this HTML tag we've got the another double tags, and that's the known as the head. Okay, yeah, let me just say it now. HTML is not really case sensitive. If you are into programming, you will, well, I'm sure you already know the meaning of that. It simply means it reads text, whether it has text in tags, whether capitalized or not. It reads it as a string, but I prefer to use the small letters. Just makes it like I'm just used to it. Okay, so for that, then head. So it is in this head tag that we have the title of the document, and other stuff. The title of the document, that's where we do the CSS programming. That's where we do most of the CSS programming. Okay, so the next tag we need to know is a body tag. So that's the keyword for that is body, and it is in the body where you see the headings, the paragraphs and stuff. So let's see. Now first thing, so this is basically the format of an HTML document. Doctype exclamation mark doctype space HTML, the HTML tag opening and closing, the head tag opening and closing, then the body tag opening and closing. So the next thing we'll learn, the next important thing we'll learn is the title tag. This is also in a double tag, title. Let's like that. Title and title. So for this, I think I'm going to make the title of this HTML lesson. Okay. Yeah. HTML lesson 1. Yep, that works. So then let's just save it. And to save an HTML document, if you just make it, you just type the name, for example, let's name this modern NS. If you just save it as this, it's going to save it as a dot with a file extension .txt. That's going to save it as a notepad document. So to fix that, you have to put the extension .html. This will save it as an HTML document and enable you to open it from the web browser. So save that. Now let's see, let's save it in here. So opening the browser now. So we should have done it at the beginning. Okay. So the title, I'm sure you expected the title to be somewhere around here, big, bolded, but the title of the document is actually over here, HTML lesson 1. I think I have to move the S from there, HTML lesson 1. So first I'm going to show you, which I think should be in pretty much every single HTML document you make, is the heading. Now the heading, for headings there are 6 types of HTML documents, ranging from the biggest to the smallest, with the keywords H1 and to H6. So for example, this H1, let's see, I'll make this a bit heading 1. Okay, then as lazy as I am, copy. I'm just going to copy and paste. Hold on, I didn't really copy the paragraph there. As lazy as I'm just going to copy, paste, 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 paste. I think that should be enough. Let's make this 2. Oh, sorry, this will remain 1. Okay, then this will be 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then this here will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I think I also have to change this to 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6. Okay, so I've opened the browser, but you can see no changes have been made. Let me try refreshing. No changes have been made. That is because I did not save the document. So now I'm going to save the document, open the browser, refresh, and here we go. This is the heading 1, the biggest. Heading 2 is our heading 6, the smallest. I don't really think you need to use heading 5 and 6 that much. I mostly use heading 1, 2 to 4. Don't use heading 5 and 6, it's just too small. Okay, now let's see, next thing, and the next tag that you need to know is the paragraph tag. I think I used that at the beginning of this video, and the keyword for the paragraph tag is P. So I think in this I'll type welcome, welcome to welcome to Modern Menace. I'm going to put another tag, another paragraph tag, and this is Skyboy. So I'm going to save this. Welcome to Modern Menace. This is Skyboy. Now, I'm sure you realize that the paragraphs are automatically moved to the next line, but there's another way of inputting text in HTML where I don't really advise you use that. People don't actually use that because it's just too old fashioned. That's just typing the text directly. Jack is a boy and he likes games. Ella is a girl and she likes, let's say, fashion. Yeah, fashion. Likes fashion. So now, save this. You can see there's a space line between these two. So save, Control S, refresh, but I'm sure you can see that even though over here there's a line between these two, over here it's written as it is being viewed as one line, and that is why this tag, this single tag, the BR space / is here. It's used to move it to a next line. Now, even though text is not typed like this in HTML, the BR, this tag, this BR space / is useful in some cases. You will see me using it in other videos. Yeah, that's it. You see me using this tag in other videos. You can't use the BR space / over here. That's BR space / save. Let's use it on a different line, but it will still have the same results. But do not put it here because it won't leave a space between these two, but rather a space between this line and whatever line will be under. Okay, I think that's all for this video. Now, just to summarize, so HTML documents contain things called tags. The tags are always identified with these greater than and less than symbols. The first tag of every HTML document is the exclamation mark doctype space HTML. That's a special tag on its own. Every other thing in the HTML document goes in this opening HTML tag, keyword HTML. With every opening tag, that's for double tags, with every opening there must be a closing tag. So that's this /HTML. Then after that we have the body tag, the head tag. That is the beginning, the first thing under the HTML, and in that we have the title, opening and closing, and the title is seen over here and not on the web page itself. So next thing is the body tag, opening and closing. This is somewhere down there. We learned that there are 6 types of headings. That's H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, with this one being the biggest and this one being the smallest. They are double tags, so they also have closing tags. Then the next tag we learned is the paragraph tag. Keyword there is P. It's also a double tag. And we also learned that the paragraph tag, once ended, that's with this / after the sentence or the line, it goes to the next line automatically. But if text is typed like this, without this break tag, this BR space / tag, it doesn't go to the next line, it reads it as one line. But I want to try something before we go. That's removing the space from here to see whether it works. So this is just a lesson. Yes, refresh. It still works, so there's actually no need for the space. There's no need for the space, so if you don't put it there, it will still work. Okay, so that's all, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my video. Goodbye.